Platzi, educación profesional efectiva.
Cuando pensamos en escuchar en inglés, muchas veces no sabemos por dónde empezar. Si yo estoy hasta ahora iniciando mi proceso en inglés, tal vez no entienda muchas cosas. ¿Cómo hago para aprender y mejorar si estoy hasta ahora iniciando mi proceso de aprendizaje en el inglés y no voy a entender todas las palabras? Bueno, no te preocupes, te vamos a dar 3 tips hoy que te van a ayudar muchísimo para que puedas aprender tu inglés y practicarlo a través de la escucha. Y también te vamos a poner a prueba, así que presta atención a estos tips porque en un momentico los vamos a practicar también. Tips muy importantes que tenemos hoy. Primero, focus on the general idea. Cuando estamos escuchando, en este momento te aseguro que tú no le estás prestando atención a cada palabra que yo digo, a cada letra, a cada detallito de lo que estoy diciendo. Tú le estás prestando atención a la idea general de lo que yo te estoy comentando, ¿verdad? Exactamente lo mismo pasa cuando estamos escuchando en inglés. Si tú estás en un nivel básico, es normal que no entiendas todo. Así que no te preocupes, intenta entender la idea general sin muchos detalles y ese es un muy buen primer paso. Si tú ya estás en un nivel más avanzado, entonces la complejidad puede subir un poquito. No solo le prestes atención a la idea general, sino a algunos detalles que complementan esa idea. Y por supuesto, algo que nos sirve después de entender esa idea es tomar notas. Ve tomando notas de lo que vas entendiendo, de la idea general, de los detalles que vas escuchando, pero también te puedes enfocar en palabras específicas. ¿Escuchaste una palabra que no conoces? Escríbela. Y si no sé cómo escribirla, no te preocupes. Escríbela como tú crees que se escribe, como te sonó. Después de que termines de escuchar, puedes ir y revisar cómo se escribe y qué significa. O expresiones que escuches o estructuras gramaticales que te llaman la atención, escríbelas. Te va a ayudar a no distraerte, seguir prestando atención y después vas a poder volver, revisar tus notas y, revisar lo que necesites revisar y acordarte también. Y tercer tip súper importante, préstale atención, pay attention to images or intonation. Si es un video, como en este momento, puedes prestarle atención a mis gestos. Puedes prestar atención a los visuals que tengo acá. Si hay imágenes, préstales atención. Ahora, si es un podcast o si es algo que no tiene imagen o video, préstale atención a la entonación. La entonación nos dice muchísimo sobre el tono, si es alegre, si es triste, si hay sarcasmo. Así que préstale atención a estas características porque te van a ayudar a entender mejor lo que estás escuchando. Tenemos 3 tips muy sencillos. Te voy a invitar a que vayas y cojas papel, lápiz, tu celular, tu computador, donde sea que te guste tomar notas, para que te alistes y vamos a practicarlos. Acá no nos quedamos solo en la teoría, vamos a hacer práctica en este mismo instante de esos 3 tips. Pero para esa práctica tengo una invitada especial, no voy a estar solo yo con estos tips. Yo te doy los tips, te tengo una invitada que te va a dar una charla de un tema muy importante y te invito a que pongas en práctica estos 3 tips mientras la escuchas, porque después te vamos a hacer unas preguntas para ver si comprendiste la idea general de esta charla. Así que voy a traer conmigo por acá a mi invitada Gina Pedraza. Hi Gina, how are you?
Hi, Why. I'm doing great. Very happy to be here. Excited to give this talk and then to put our students to the test.
Spectacular. You see, we are with English already. We are already here practicing English. Ya empezamos con inglés. G dijo, yo no voy a usar español en este momento porque la idea es que ustedes practiquen su listening. Así que, Gina, cuéntanos un tricito. ¿De qué se trata? ¿Cuál es el tema? Y mejor, ¿por qué escogiste ese tema para esta práctica?
Ok, bueno, el tema de hoy, que lo vamos a tratar en inglés, pero doy la explicación en español, es open-mindedness, el cómo tener una mente abierta y como saben es importante para nuestras vidas profesionales y personales, así que espero que disfruten esta charla, que tomen nota, que apliquen estos consejos maravillosos que nos dio Huayra y que se preparen para la pruebita que les vamos a hacer al final.
Perfecto, G. Gran introducción. Yo no los voy a distraer acá, yo voy a ir a tomar mis propias notas para también participar en la actividad, así que te dejo, Gina, all yours.
Thanks, Why. So today's topic is cultivating open-mindedness. And what are we going to do in terms of cultivating open-mindedness, well, we're going to talk about what it means first and why it's important. And I'll give you some tips at the end in case you feel that you need to work on this skill. So the first thing that we're going to say is that open-mindedness is the ability, it is the quality of being able to receive, to accept, to be open to other people's ideas and opinions, even if they're very different to your own. Now, this is something that is also characterized by the concept of flexible cognition. And that is basically your brain's ability to adapt to different environments. People that are open-minded and that have flexible cognition are more curious, are people that are willing to explore and discover, people that adapt also faster to fast-changing times or environments. So it's always good to have it for your personal and professional lives. I want to share a quote by renowned American musician and composer Frank Zappa. Frank said, "A mind is like a parachute. It doesn't work if it is not open." So, do you want to know if your parachute is open or closed? I have here 3 signs or 3 features or characteristics of people that are close-minded. So pay attention, because if you have 1, 2, or the 3, it is a sign that you need to work on this skill. So first thing is that close-minded people tend to avoid asking questions. They prefer to make statements. Why is that? Well, when we are close-minded, we believe that we are correct and we do not need to hear from other people's opinions or their perspectives. So make sure that you're always open to asking, to learning, to discovering how other people feel or think about the different topics or subjects that you're discussing. Number 2, the second sign of close-mindedness. You resist change. Now, this is an important one because we know that change is the only constant. Everything changes all the time. But people who are close-minded have a hard time dealing with change. Why? They perceive change as a threat, as something that is uncertain and that might bring negative results or negative outcomes. On the contrary, open-minded people believe change brings opportunities and possibilities. Number 3, the final and third sign of being close-minded, you're not curious. And again, this is very much connected to not asking questions, to being resistant to change. When you believe that you know everything, you don't challenge yourself to go out into the world and explore. So, those are the 3 signs of close-mindedness. Let's go ahead and check now what you can do if you want to work on this skill, if you want to cultivate this ability of being open-minded. The first thing, plant seed of doubt in your mind. Don't wait for other people to challenge your ideas or thoughts. Challenge yourself. Every time you think you're very, very right about something, ask yourself, but is there an alternative? Is there another opinion that is also valid or useful or that could be correct? Think about that. Number 2, something that we do often in the education industry and here at Platzi as well, because remember, being open-minded works in any type of industry. Technology, education, science, arts, in the professional sphere, and also in the personal. Now, admit mistakes early and often. It's okay to make mistakes. It's part of the learning process. It's part of moving forward and evolving. Admit them, don't resist the change, work towards improvement. Number 3, this is a good one. Go out of your comfort zone. What is comfortable might also be something that is not helping you grow. You're staying the same. You're staying put in one position, almost stiff. Go out of your comfort zone. Challenge yourself to meet new people from different cultures, from different backgrounds. Learn about this wonderful, diverse world that surrounds you. Number 4, this is another good one. Assume others have more knowledge than you. Let's not be arrogant. We are talented, smart people, very capable, but we might encounter others who know more about a different industry. And what a wonderful opportunity it is to learn from them. Everybody can be a mentor if you let them. Assume they know more and be open to learning from them. And finally, my final tip, number 5, challenge yourself to think creatively. You probably have a lot of routines, things that you do the same every day. Try to do them differently. So maybe you can try a different recipe. If you usually brush your teeth with your right hand, why not try with your left? Challenge yourself to do things slightly different than you would normally do, and you're going to start to see that new worlds of possibilities and ideas come to your mind. Well, I want to end this talk with a quote by George Bernard Shaw. He said, "Progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything." I invite you to keep those parachutes open, keep an open mind, and now let's go ahead and practice.
Okay, G, this is amazing. Great talk. Una charla increíble. Me encantó la interacción en el chat. Ya dijiste, yo acá voy a funcionar un poquito de traductora. Yo sé que en el chat nos están pidiendo bastante inglés, pero yo sé que hay otras personas que tal vez no. Así que I'm going to mix it up. A little Spanglish here.
A little bit of both is
Okay, good. Vamos entonces a practicar. Gina nos preparó 3 preguntas hoy. Tell us a little bit. How is the dynamic going to be?
Well, pay attention because now we're going to put your knowledge to the test. Vamos a ver qué tan buenas notas tomaron, si prestaron atención a todos los elementos que mencioné. Vamos a hacer una prueba de Kahoot. Como ustedes ya saben, ya tuvieron la oportunidad de hacer un juego hoy, una ronda. Van a tener solo 3 preguntas y para cada pregunta van a tener un tiempo de responder aproximado de 1 minuto.
And I think we are ready.
Let's get
about
started.
to be ready to get started.
Yes.
Are you ready, Gina?
I'm ready to see if students were paying attention or not.
There you go. Gina is going to be there paying attention to your answers. I know if you don't get them all right, si no entendieron todo, si no las tienen todas bien, está súper bien porque esa es la idea, aprender también, ¿no? Eso es lo que estamos haciendo acá, entender, practicar, aprender de esos errores también. So,
That's right.
let's get started.
Let's do this. Good luck.
Good luck. They don't need the good luck. They pay attention.
They're prepared. No necesitan suerte porque vienen preparados.
Ajá, perfecto. Vamos entonces pues a iniciar este Kahoot.
Open-mindedness. Question number 1. Let's see. Not asking questions is a sign of being close-minded. Is this true or false? Sin darles pistas, why? no podemos inclinarnos todavía hacia algún lado.
I think we need to pay attention. It says not asking questions. Don't get confused. Asking questions or not asking questions. Not asking questions is a sign of being closed-minded. Think about what is being open-minded. What's the opposite? If you're open-minded and you try new things and you experiment, maybe, think about it. Think about it.
Yes, I see you're giving them clues. Why
I'm sorry. It's hard.
You know what would be good here? For students to remember that I mentioned 3 signs of close-minded people. So is this one of the signs that I mentioned? If it is, then, well, maybe you know what the answer is.
That's right. Maybe there. Let's see. Your answer is very good.
Nice job.
191 people answered true, and it is true. Excellent job. let's go with the next question. And this one is, open-mindedness is useful when you work in, and you have options of fields, psychology and coaching, any fields, arts and science, education and technology. G, we work in education. Is being open-minded useful for you?
I would say yes. It's something that is not always easy, but definitely when you are exposed to so many people, and we are because we work so closely with our lovely community, we get to talk to students from Central America, El Salvador, Nicaragua, Guatemala, from Brazil, Colombia, Venezuela, well, the whole world, even Spain. We have to keep an open mind because that means that everybody's coming not just from a different industry, but from a different cultural, even religious, political background and experience. So, yes, in education, definitely.
Definitely. I know that we have a lot of people here in the field of, developers. We have a lot of developers here in the field of technology. Let us know, is it useful for you to be open-minded?
Well,
Look at this.
178 students got it correct. Nice.
Very good. It's not something specific to a field. This helps you and remember Gina's words, in your personal and professional life. That means it doesn't matter what you do, doesn't matter how old you are. This is a very important skill to have.
And regardless of the professional field or industry, everybody could use open-mindedness.
Let's go with the last
question. It says, open-mindedness can be defined as the quality of being able to consider, and we have 4 options, only the ideas that you consider useful, ideas or opinions only from people you know, ideas and opinions similar to yours, or ideas and opinions different from your own.
Well, that's interesting, You and I work together. Do we consider each other's ideas? Or do we just, go with our own ideas and don't talk to each other? What would you say there?
Well, I don't know if you listen to me. No, I'm kidding. I know we do. Of course, it's important to consider our ideas. Now, we work in the same field, but does that make us the same person? Do we always have the same opinions or values or proposals? I think not. So
I would agree. And I would also say when we have had ideas, like, why don't you do a Kahoot? Why don't we try something different? Well, we also listen to people in other areas, right? That helps us all. And look at this. Ideas and opinions different from your own. It doesn't matter if it's someone you know or not, or if you agree or not. It's just a matter of considering them, right?
Exactly.
Not agreeing, but considering them.
Exactly. Not closing off immediately because it's different.
Ok. Una práctica excelente. Gracias, Gina, porque esto es lo que necesitamos hacer. Y esta vez decidimos traer no solo los tips, porque generalmente yo vengo con los tips, pero uno interioriza más cuando practica. Así que hoy dijimos, vamos a traer tips y los vamos a poner en práctica de una vez para que ustedes vean cómo les funcionen, nos cuenten también cómo les funcionaron estos tips, qué otros tips tienen y por supuesto, para seguir practicando su listening están todos los cursos de English Academy que están en inglés, está el podcast de English Academy, episodios espectaculares y hay un curso que a mí me encanta.
Which one? Why?
Misterios sin resolver.
Oh, is it only an audio course?
It is an audio course. Ahí les dejamos algunas opciones para que vayan, sigan practicando estos tips y sigan mejorando su listening.
Tenemos un curso gratis solo para ti. Haz clic aquí y empieza las clases del curso de inglés en Platzi. Y si quieres saber más sobre inglés, haz clic en este video que seguro disfrutarás. Nunca pares de aprender. Dale clic, dale. ¿Y qué esperas para darle clic? Oye, y dale clic. En serio, dale clic.